Simon Dan, you've taken the Mickey Mouse out of my eclipse explanation, but you didn't explain what I was trying to say properly, okay? It's a good job that you wrote a letter, an open thingy for the flat earthers saying, sometimes we're wrong, gotta suck it up. But I'll do my tune for you first, okay? I mean, fuck, I like pills, I like drugs, I like getting money, I like strippers, I like to fuck, I like day drinking and day parties in Hollywood, I like doing Hollywood shit. Simon Dan, listen, that's got to be 3 or 4 tunes by now. Come on, throw me a tune. Next time you take the Mickey, throw me a tune. But, let's talk about the eclipse first. Alright, she's a bit crinkled. Look, first of all, you need to tell your fans what I am trying to say. I am saying that a solar eclipse cannot work with a sun that takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds to radiate its light to planet Earth. In this case, to the moon first, that then casts a shadow. Right. 2.0, oh, look at the state of that. We know, right, that planet Earth spins anti-clockwise on its axis by 2.08 degrees in 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Therefore, just before planet Earth finds itself, the people here find themselves in the sweet spot. The sun launches the photons, right? But they haven't arrived here yet. It's launched them, and the particular photons, because you're saying it's a finite light, those particular photons that are going to cast a shadow to those people in that sweet spot, that particular sweet spot, take 8 minutes and 20 seconds to get there from the sun. So they're launched, they're on their way. We don't know where that sun was that launched those photons, right? So it is still shining, but the particular photons are still traveling towards the moon. 8 minutes and 20 seconds later, Earth, anti-clockwise, right? So we're going that way now, has moved into the spot that the sun launched the photons that are hitting the moon 8 minutes and 20 seconds earlier, okay? Now, in that sweet spot moment, the people that are looking at the moon and the perfect sun, the corona around the moon, are seeing 2 different lights. The light casting the shadow from the moon took 8 minutes and 20 seconds to get to the moon, to cast that shadow. Why is it that we're seeing the source that launched those photons at the same time? Why is it directly behind the moon? It can't be, because there is a gap of 8 minutes and 20 seconds between the light that is hitting and striking the moon and casting the shadow and the sun's corona that we see around the moon. There is an 8 minute and 20 second gap. Why are we seeing them as if there is no delay? The reason is because it is absolute light. The next question would be, whereabouts would the sun be that Earth is going to turn into again in 8 minutes and 20 seconds time? Where is that sun right now? Where is it as it's radiating its photons that Earth is going to turn into again in 8 minutes and 20 seconds time? How come it's still directly behind the moon? How can it be directly behind the moon casting a perfect shadow if there is a delay of 8 minutes and 20 seconds between the source and the result on the moon? You cannot see the photons that are striking the moon right now at the same time as the source that launched those photons 8 minutes and 20 seconds earlier. It's impossible. Why is it that they both stay lined up? The reason that you're getting away with this is because so many people do not understand the science behind this. So when they're not sure, they're going to laugh with you and make fun out of me. You cut my videos at just the right time, but you do not have an explanation. It is impossible for people to be looking at the moon and the sun, the photons that have traveled for 8 minutes and 20 seconds and that are in that moment casting the shadow onto Earth at the same time as seeing the light source that radiated those photons 8 minutes and 20 seconds earlier. It isn't logical. You are seeing the photons that were traveling for 8 minutes and 20 seconds and the sun that launched them 8 minutes and 20 seconds ago at the same time. It's impossible because there is an 8 minute and 20 second gap between them. The only way it can happen is with absolute light from the sun. There is no delay. Wherever the moon goes, the sun is behind it, radiating absolute light. That is why it's impossible. You can't have both of those things in the same picture, with the moon directly behind, a shadow with photons sent 8 minutes and 20 seconds earlier, casting a shadow right now, and you're seeing the source that launched them 8 minutes and 20. It's ridiculous. The sun that you are seeing up there should be 8 minutes and 20 seconds old. It has to be, because the photons that are all around you took 8 minutes and 20 seconds to get to you. So it's logical to think that the sun that you're seeing is 8 minutes and 20 seconds old. It cannot be the same sun that launched those photons, because then you've got absolute light. It means that the sun is right above the moon, that everything's happening at the same time. There is a delay of 8 minutes and 20 seconds. It is impossible, Simon Dan. It's absolute light radiating from the sun. Explain that paradox. Cutting me off again at the right times. All right, peeps, laters.